Imagine that after death, you have to cross a bridge that is sharper than a razor and finer than a hair. Right beneath that bridge flows the eternal fire of hell, where a single slip will send you falling into a burning abyss. Today, I have brought you an Indonesian supernatural horror movie based on this terrifying concept. The movie's name is Jembatan Shiratal Mustaqim. The story begins by showing us a terrifying side of Indonesia in 2018. A massive, catastrophic tsunami has leveled an entire region to the ground. Everywhere you look, there are collapsed houses, uprooted trees, and countless bodies scattered in the muddy water. The cries of losing loved ones and a silent shadow of a city of death have engulfed the entire area. After such a heartbreaking scene, we are introduced to one of the main characters of the movie, Aryo. Aryo is a university student. He is giving a slideshow presentation in front of other students at his university. 5 days have already passed since the tsunami, but thousands of people are still missing. Aryo shows the pictures of the debris on the screen and requests everyone to help these helpless people as much as they can. Influenced by Aryo's words, students begin to give donations. From this, we can understand that Aryo is a very pure-hearted and kind boy who can deeply feel the pain of others. In the next scene, we see Aryo and his mother, Laris. They were organizing some old things sitting in their home storeroom. Nearby, the news was playing on TV, where the Deputy Minister of Social Welfare, Malik, was being interviewed about the tsunami relief operation. From here, we learn that this powerful minister, Malik, is Aryo's father and Laris's husband. While organizing the things, Laris suddenly finds an old file. Inside it, some of Aryo's childhood drawings were carefully kept. Looking at one specific picture among those drawings, Aryo smiles slightly. The picture was of a terrifying bridge. Laris then reminisces about old memories and says that one day in his childhood, Aryo had returned home crying from school because his religion teacher had explained in class that the small or large sins we commit in our lives do not let us cross the bridge of Sirat after death. This concept of the bridge of Sirat is very important here. According to Islamic belief, on the Day of Judgment, there will be a bridge over Jahannam or hell. A person who has done good deeds in life and whose heart is pure will easily cross this bridge to heaven. But for someone who has committed sins and harmed others, this bridge will become thinner than a hair and sharper than a sword. Being unable to cross the bridge in any way, they will fall straight down into the burning fire of hell. This talk had created a deep fear in Aryo's mind since childhood. Next, the scene shifts to Malik. We see Malik returning home from the office, but there is a strange look of tension and fear on his face. He goes into his study room, locks the door, and starts watching video footage on a pen drive. In the video, a helpless man is seen trapped under the tsunami debris, screaming desperately for his life. The man says that his young son is also trapped under this debris. He was repeatedly saying the name of their village, Asha Village. He was begging the rescue team for help. Malik quietly transfers the video to a pen drive. Right at that moment, Aryo enters the room and hands his father that childhood drawing of the bridge. Just looking at the picture, Malik suddenly gets startled. A sense of guilt was burning him from within. He tells Aryo, "I have made a big mistake. I have to go to my old house right now." Malik tries to leave hurriedly, but his bodyguards stop him from going alone. Because according to protocol, a minister can never be allowed anywhere alone without security. Malik realizes he won't be able to go by evading the bodyguards. So, he returns inside the house and asks for Aryo's help. Aryo respected his father very much, so he agreed. According to the plan, Aryo brings the car out of the garage under the pretext of going for a drive, and the bodyguards check the car and let Aryo go alone. But they didn't have the slightest clue that Malik was actually hiding in the back seat of the car. After the car goes a little distance, Malik comes from the back and sits in the front seat. He tells Aryo to take the car towards their old house. Then, when Malik goes to put on the seatbelt, the belt gets stuck for some reason. Aryo was holding the steering with one hand and helping his father put on the belt with the other. Right at that moment, a huge truck coming at high speed from the front crashes violently into their car. The accident was so horrific that Malik was thrown out of the car onto the road. Aryo's car went straight into a deep water body nearby. In a state of suffocation under the water, Ario somehow breaks the car window, comes out, and swims to the shore. But after reaching the shore, when he looks at the sky, his eyes freeze. He sees an unreal, terrifying sight. A huge burning bridge is peeking through the clouds, just like the bridge of Sirat from his childhood. Lava is boiling below. Is this his hallucination or some supernatural warning after coming back from the brink of death? Ario regains consciousness in a hospital bed. After waking up, he learns a shocking truth from his mother Laris. His father is no longer alive. Malik died in that horrific accident and was even buried yesterday. After hearing this, a deep sense of regret and guilt is born in Ario's mind. It keeps occurring to him that if he had looked at the road instead of helping his father with the seatbelt at that time, perhaps his father would be alive today. Laris tries to make him understand that it was merely an accident and Ario is not at fault. Right at that time, Malik's boss, the Prime Minister of the Health Department, Alam, comes to the hospital. Alam informs them that the truck driver has admitted his fault. The driver had felt sleepy, and that is why this accident happened. Alam also mentions that the government now wants to take back all of Malik's office facilities. However, there was a strange hint of suspicion in Alam's words, which Laris doesn't like at all. After Alam leaves, Laris's old friend Panji comes to visit at the hospital. Panji himself is a member of a rescue team. He couldn't come earlier because he was busy with tsunami relief work. Here we learn that Laris used to work in this rescue team at one time, and that is where she first met Malik. Panji asks Laris to return to the rescue team, but Laris, grieving for her husband, turns down the proposal. At night, Ario is lying in his cabin. Everything is silent. Suddenly, the surrounding environment begins to change strangely. Ario realizes someone is standing behind the cabin curtain, a blurry shadow. Suddenly, he sees blood flowing from under the door. Ario's body becomes numb with fear. Suddenly, a terrifying scene floats before his eyes. He sees his father standing before him in a bloody and mutilated state. A faint scream comes out of Malik's mouth. "Save me! Help me!" Hearing his scream, Laris comes and comforts him, but she sees no one there. Laris explains that it was just a nightmare, but Ario could understand that it was no ordinary dream. His father is asking him for help from the afterlife for some reason. But what is that reason? What is stuck after death for which Malik cannot cross the bridge of Sirat in peace? On the day of returning home from the hospital, he stands before Malik's grave. Tears were falling from his eyes. He touches the soil of his father's grave and says, "Father, I always wanted to be an honest and good person like you. Wherever you are, stay in peace." That night, while reminiscing in Malik's room, Laris finds that pen drive from the file and, thinking something, keeps it with her. On the other hand, Ario sits in his room, sticks those childhood drawings of the bridge of Sirat on the wall, and falls asleep. However, after a while, the air in the room suddenly becomes heavy. The drawings Ario stuck on the wall start falling down one by one. Only one picture remains on the wall, the bridge of Sirat. Right then, a distorted, bloody human body falls heavily from above. He sees the body lying on the floor is none other than his father's. A faint sound is coming from Malik's throat. He stretches his hands out and says, "Save me! Atone for my sins." Hearing her son's scream, Laris runs into the room. Panting, Ario tells his mother, "Mother, Father is not at peace. On the day of the accident, Father was repeatedly saying he had to go to the old house to correct a big mistake. We must go there right now. Father has hidden something." So, in the dark of night, the two set out in the car toward their old abandoned house. Entering the house, they start searching everything thoroughly. In the midst of this, as soon as they open the door of a dust-covered cupboard, their eyes widen. Inside, bundles of cash are arranged, and right next to them is a file. Upon opening the file, Laris's hands and feet turn cold. It is the list of medicines and food sent for the affected people of Asha village in the tsunami. Laris then gives Ario the pen drive she found on Malik's desk. Connecting it to a device, they play the audio recording on the pen drive. In the recording, the conversation between Minister Alam and Malik is heard. Alam is telling Malik in a very cold voice, "Prepare a fake file for the rescue of Asha village. We will keep the crores of money coming from the government to ourselves. Among this, I will give you 2 million. Malik was not agreeing to this, but Alam literally threatens him and tells him to delete the video of that helpless man of Asha village from the internet through a bodyguard. Ario and Laris understand everything clearly. Alam and this bodyguard were running an entire racket. Malik perhaps didn't want to do this theft himself, but he became a partner in this heinous sin for Alam under pressure. Felt like a bolt from the blue for Ario. He has thought of his father as honest all his life. Is he actually corrupt? His father is the reason for the deaths of thousands of helpless people. Laris tells Ario to be strong and shows evidence that Malik at least wanted to atone for his sins by returning this money at the last moment. That night, Laris sees in a terrifying nightmare that Malik is putting an expensive necklace around her neck and asking if she is happy getting a necklace made from the relief money of the victims. Suddenly, Laris sees she is lying among countless dead people and Malik is asking her for help. As Laris wakes up screaming, she realizes that this necklace is Ario's car. Everything is a cursed thing bought with the money from the deaths of those poor people. On the other hand, Laris's friend Panji, who was himself in the rescue team, was helping some injured people in the dark of night. Just then, seeing a man bringing his wife in a pushcart, Panji rushes to help him. But what he thought was completely wrong, because this man has not come for help, but rather is looking for a place to bury his dead wife, because not a single bit of relief help has reached them all this time. This incident breaks Panji's heart and surprises him greatly, because as far as he knows, relief help was sent from the government's side. Still, when he checks the system by giving the responsibility of work to others, he sees the names of none of the workers on the rescue file list of Asha village in the actual government records. The entire rescue team was fake. The next day, Ario goes to Alam's office. He throws all the fake files on Alam's table and demands an answer. But Alam has no fear or regret on his face. He tells Ario in a calm voice like a psychopath, "Whatever your father did was for your happiness. That expensive car you drive, your mother's expensive necklace, your father's wealth, everything was bought with the money from that Asha village fund. Now if you speak out, your father's name will be written as a thief forever." These words of Alam pierce Ario's heart like arrows. Returning home, Ario tells his mother everything. Laris explains that by revealing the truth, she will never be able to free Malik's soul from sin. Rather, they should atone for his sin. Ario remembers how happy he was on the first day he got the car. He had set out with his father in the car. Suddenly, after coming to a place, he can no longer see his father. A strange atmosphere of light and shadow slowly engulfs him. The next moment, Ario sees himself standing on the bridge of Sirat, where his father is asking him for help. Waking up startled from this nightmare, Ario comes out and sees his mother watching a video of a Maulana Sahib. According to him, the soul of a recently deceased person appears in the dreams of their loved ones to complete an unfinished task. Ario and Laris realize Malik wants them to atone for his sins. Laris plays the video of that man from Asha village from the pen drive, which had been hidden from everyone all this time. So, Laris decides they will sell the sinful money left by Malik and those cursed jewelry and the car, and with that money, they will buy medicines and food and take them to the people of Asha village themselves. They will complete Malik's unfinished work so that Malik's soul can cross the bridge of Sirat in peace. Right at that time, a parcel delivery boy comes to their house. While going to receive the parcel, the delivery boy seems very familiar to him, but he cannot quite remember where he saw him. The man also doesn't give any answer and leaves quickly. Coming inside, Ario opens the parcel box, and as he opens it, the blood in his body turns cold, because inside the box, 2 fresh bullets are kept, and a note. On the note is written, "Follow the path left by Malik, or else die." It was clear that Alam has now plotted to remove them from the world. So, not even a moment more can be wasted. After finishing Malik's unfinished work, they will go into hiding in a safe place somehow. So, Laris sells her favorite necklace and Ario sells his car. With that money, they buy plenty of medicines, bandages, and dry food and contact Panji. Taking the help of a pharmaceutical delivery company, they set out for that city of death, Asha village. But they didn't know that death was hidden at every step of this journey. When they reach a rescue fund base camp midway, they see from a distance that Alam has arrived there to take fake sympathy. Alam is shamelessly posing in front of the common people and giving interviews to the media as if he is controlling everything. Laris and Ario hide and go from there to meet Panji. They tell Panji the whole truth and unmask Alam. Panji realizes he was working amidst a huge lie all this time, so without caring for his job or life, he agrees to help them. Not only that, Panji also tells them about the fake list and the relief fraud. He tells them to wait in the car while he wants to bring some emergency items. But their misfortune was that Alam's vulture-like eyes saw Laris and Ario. Alam gestures to his bodyguard and instructs him to finish this mother and son forever. Seeing children playing there, Ario remembers his childhood. Once, seeing someone's death in a park, his father had explained to him that every loved one leaves them at one time, but they reunite again in paradise in the afterlife. However, to go to this paradise, they have to cross the bridge of Sirat. And only those who do good deeds and follow the honest path in life can cross the bridge of Sirat. In the next scene, we see that in the middle of the night, the three of them have set out for Asha village with the relief. But that killer delivery boy is now tailing Ario and Laris. Laris, Ario, and the rescue worker Panji are moving forward in the car toward that destroyed Asha village. Everything is silent, only the sound of the car engine. But after going some distance, they see a man lying face down in the mud by the side of the road. As Panji moves toward him to help the man attacks him in an instant, because this man is none other than that killer delivery boy. He turns around with lightning speed and shoots straight at Panji. However, the bullet passes right by Panji's ear. Seeing this from a distance, Ario is terrified, and he remembers the night of that horrific accident and realizes that this man was that killer truck driver. That is, Malik's accident was no ordinary accident, but rather Alam had used this man to finish Malik. When Panji screams and tells Laris and Ario to flee from there, Ario drives the car over the man and takes Panji away. But even after this, the man survives by a narrow margin. However, after coming some distance, they see a huge tree has fallen right in the middle of the road. The car will not be able to go forward in any way. Panji decides they will proceed with only the essential medicines and bandages for now. They will take the heavy food later. Just then, that man arrives there, so Panji tells them to move ahead and he himself blocks this man. Laris and Ario start running through the forest with their lives in their hands. A short while later, the sound of a gunshot echoes from the forest. Then everything is quiet. Laris's heart sinks. She realizes Panji is perhaps no longer alive. But now time cannot be wasted. They have to reach somehow because a short while later another earthquake is about to come, by the jolt of which Asha village might be finished. Finally, Ario and Laris arrive at that cursed Asha village. Seeing the scene there, their tears know no bounds. The whole village has turned into a massive graveyard. Houses have been leveled to the ground, and decomposed bodies are lying scattered in the mud. The stench and silence make the environment so heavy that even breathing is difficult. Suddenly, they hear a moaning sound from inside an overturned bus. They run and see a woman inside the bus crying while clutching her small child. Both of them together pull the woman out of the bus with great difficulty. But when Laris goes to check the child's pulse, she breaks down in tears because he has died long ago. Even the woman they saved. After a while, her eyes roll back, and numerous living insects and earthworms come out of her mouth. Within a few seconds, the woman dies writhing in front of Ario's eyes. Seeing this horrific scene, Laris's mental state becomes completely devastated. While they were looking for other living people, suddenly a cold voice floats in from behind. Turning around, they see that man standing with a gun aimed at Ario. And right at that moment, Panji strikes a massive blow on his head from behind. Actually, even though he was fatally injured then, Panji has returned to stop him with the last drop of his blood. A scuffle begins between the two. But as Panji was already injured, the man brutally finishes Panji. This time, he moves toward Laris and Ario. Laris tries to stop him, but she doesn't succeed. Ario comes forward to save his mother, but to no avail. Right when the man is about to shoot Ario, Suddenly a catastrophic earthquake begins. Debris starts collapsing further all around. Taking advantage of this extreme chaos, Laris gives the man a violent push with her last bit of strength, and he, unable to maintain his balance, falls under a broken roof. And right then, due to the earthquake, the entire roof collapses on his head. It's like a strange justice of nature. Ario and Laris somehow survive and return from there, and while helping the remaining surviving villagers with medicine and food, Ario falls asleep at one point in the midst of the horrific environment. He sees the bridge of Sirat where everyone is walking one by one for judgment. Just then, that man who made the video asking for relief helps seize Ario and comes forward and says in a soft voice, "Forgive my father if you can." The man says nothing. There is a serene smile on the corner of his lips. After this, a few days pass. We see Ario sitting in his drawing room watching the news on TV. The news says that after the Asha village fund theft scandal went viral on Twitter, Alam was arrested by the police, but the court has acquitted him for lack of proper evidence. Right at that time, a call comes to Ario's phone. The phone was from Alam himself. Alam says in a sarcastic, laughing tone, "Oh, Ario, did you think you would send me to jail? Because of your foolishness, I had to return the government funds. So, for this, you must receive a small punishment, right?" Alam then hangs up the phone. Right then, before Ario could understand anything, as soon as he turns his neck, he sees Alam's bodyguard. There is a gun with a silencer in his hand. The bodyguard says nothing and shoots straight into Ario's chest. Ario collapses on the floor in a bloody state. Then the bodyguard goes to the next room where he brutally finishes the praying Laris. With this death, all scenes change. The world of the afterlife is shown. The hair-raising bridge of Sirat appears in front. Here, 3 types of judgments are shown to us. The first was Alam's judgment. The bridge Alam was standing on was not made of stone or iron. It was made of money. Alam is very happy seeing the bridge of money. But as soon as he moves a few steps, that money bridge breaks from the middle. Alam screams and falls straight into his boiling lake of lava, and monsters finish him off ruthlessly. However, Ario's bridge was perfectly smooth, wide, and safe. Since he helped others with his life and atoned for sins, this path was very easy for him. He easily crosses the bridge. On the other side of the bridge was a magnificently beautiful paradise. There he sees his mother, Laris. Here, an emotional reunion of mother and son takes place. But when they look back, they see Malik. Malik's bridge was rough and made of lava stones. Malik was moving slowly, keeping his balance with great difficulty. Suddenly, as a stone falls, Malik is seen hanging. He tries desperately to climb up. Beautiful moments spent with his family start coming to mind. After death, the judgment of humans is entirely in the hands of the Almighty, because everyone is equal in his eyes. So, whether Malik goes to paradise after death or not, he is much more grateful as a father to have a son like Ario. And Ario should remember just this much. Malik tries one last time to gather strength. But no, the weight of the sins he committed is so heavy that there is no final salvation. Malik's hand slips. He screams and sinks straight into the eternal darkness of hell. And with this terrifying scene, the movie ends right here. This movie teaches us that after death, no one will come to save us. Our own deeds will be our final judgment.